superstar with a streak of social activism, words could never be enough to describe this exceptional actor. Aamir Khan, who's currently shooting for Dhoom 3 in Chicago, took some time out to discuss his work for Satyamev Jayate and films with Bollywood Hungama Broadband content head Faridoon Shahryar.
Now, Aamir, you have taken up many contentious issues. You have maybe in a way upset a lot of people as well. You've spoken about Satyendra Dubey, you've spoken about Rizwan, which has earned you a lot of respect as well, that finally someone has actually spoken about these guys. But at the same time, whatever battle you've had with the entire medical fraternity, not the entire medical fraternity, people who are doing malpractices, and at the same time, many pesticides, the entire lobby of pesticides and the pharmaceutical companies, the lobby of pharmaceutical companies. The Khap panchayats have had issues with a certain thing that you've been saying as far as honor killing and all these things is concerned. At any point of time, don't you feel any sort of fear by any chance? Because you're actually coming out into the open and these are very, very touchy topics as far as India is concerned.
Well, the fact of the matter is, Faridoon, that when we're talking about issues and we're talking about problems that the country is facing, and when we're talking about such big issues which our society is facing, where 99% of the people are getting badly affected by something, certainly there will be 1% of people who are also benefiting from that problem. That is why that problem is existing. Many times the people who are benefiting from the problem are in many ways part of the problem. So while we were doing this show, we were well aware that every topic that we take up, there will be people who are part of the problem and not part of the solution, or don't want to be part of the solution. We were aware of that right from the very beginning. But that did not deter us from doing what we did, because we also believe, and this is what I strongly believe, that I really believe that every Indian wants to contribute to our country, wants to contribute to the betterment of our country. Every Indian loves his country, or her country. And initially, a person may get upset with me or my team. यार ये हमारे बारे में ऐसे क्यों? यार ये हमारी नुकसान की बात क्यों कर? But मैं किसी के नुकसान की बात नहीं कर रहा. मैं देश के भले की बात कर रहा हूँ. Society के भले की बात करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ at least. That's my attempt. So I think that initially the person may get disturbed, but in the long run the person will realize that what he's trying to say is for everyone's benefit. Because we are not pointing fingers at anyone. The fact of the matter is that whatever situation we are in, we are all collectively responsible for it. I cannot say just one section of society is responsible for something. That is not correct and that is not true also. So when we take an issue, we try and understand the root cause of it. Ultimately, we are all human beings and we sometimes make mistakes. I also made mistakes in my life. But the key is to try and learn from it and to try and be honest with yourself to see if I can live a life with dignity, with love and with respect. So our show in any case does not point fingers at any particular person or group, because that is not our purpose. Our purpose is not to exclude anyone or to attack anyone. Our purpose is to include everyone in the solution, and everyone has to be a part of the solution. For example, when you say pharmaceutical companies, now pharmaceutical companies are doing a great job also. They're making our medicines. And I think that pharmaceutical companies can earn a lot of money even by providing generic medicines, because there are people who would prefer to have branded medicines. The people who are well off financially will continue to buy branded medicines. But those people who cannot afford branded medicines, for them, generic medicines will be available. So in my opinion, the business will grow, it will not become less. What do you do?
Now, Aamir, what is being said is that what you've started off has been phenomenal. You've had around 1 billion impressions on internet, which is, I think, no show has ever had that before. Even in terms of reach within India, you've had around many channels that the show was going on, many languages. You also wrote extensively in lots of newspapers as well as regional newspapers. Maybe usme aapke translation pe aapke gaye the. You spoke on All India Radio as well. You've started a wonderful thing. It's been a 3.5 months thing. Aapne kaha that ant nahi shuruaat hai and dil pe lagegi tabhi baat banegi. You've started a fantastic thing and it's like 4 months. But still, the skeptics will say that abhi aapka show aapka khatam ho gaya, now what? Isko aap sustain kaise karen? You are having season 2 of Satyamev Jayate, which is coming up.
First of all, I don't want to react to skeptics and critics because they're not really looking for my reply also. But I will tell you, Faridoon, what our plans are. That every 6 months, like today on 15th August, we did a special episode of Satyamev Jayate. It took us through the journey. Similarly, on 26th of January, 26 January ko hum ek aur show karenge, which is 6 months from now. So 6 months from now, we will again see that these 13 topics which we took up, where have we reached now after 6 months? Next August, on 15th August, again after 6 months, we will check where have we reached. So every 6 months, we will have a special show just to see where these original 13 topics which we started out with, what has the progress that has been made in these 13 topics. That is number one. Number two, in this 1 year, in any case, our research of season 2 has begun. So our season 2 research is going on, and it will take us a year to do the research. Thereafter, we start shooting for season 2, and that will be on air in a year or year and a half from now. So in a year and a half from now, you'll have season 2 on air. But in the interim period, every 6 months, we will be doing a special episode just to keep tabs on where we have reached.
I've read somewhere that you guys have also maybe taken some sort of office or something for Satyamev Jayate, some building or something. I read somewhere. Is there any truth to that?
No, we don't need to. I mean, the Aamir Khan Productions office is there. We work out of an office. All the time we are working out of our homes.
Will the website continue? Will you continue just keeping a
Yes,
tab on?
definitely the website will continue. The website will be one very important platform which will take this forward.
I've just read this autobiography of Kuldeep Nayyar Sahib. He's a very well-renowned journalist, and he's seen the evolution of the country since the partition, and he's seen everything. Now, what he said was that he had a certain opportunity at some point of time that he was offered that maybe he should contest elections and maybe be part of the system. But he said that I'm better off not being a part of the system. But he has written in his autobiography that maybe it was a mistake that he made, because if he would have been part of the system, maybe the kind of impact that he wanted to bring in the society, maybe he could have done it. He has done human rights work apart from that as well. In that context, you've said repeatedly that you won't be part of the political system, but do you at times think that maybe you would want to be part of the political system? Because I read a column as well, and it was said that Aamir Khan perfectionist है, and if he becomes the prime minister of the country, he'll be the perfect prime minister of the country as well. कि आप जो काम करते हैं बहुत दिल लगा के करते हैं.
Faridoon, the fact is that I won't be entering politics because I don't feel that that is my area of expertise. I don't feel that I'll be able to contribute enough to my society, to my country, in a field that I don't know anything about. I feel that where I am today, I'm able to in fact contribute much more. So Kuldeep may have felt differently and may today feel differently about what his actions and actions were, and certainly he knows best about that. But as far as I'm concerned, I feel I have a lot to contribute as an artist, and as a creative person I have a lot to contribute. I'm saying a lot to contribute not only in my films, but I'm saying even socially or even towards my country or towards society, I can contribute much more through what my capabilities are, what my abilities are, what my core strengths are. These are my core strengths, communication, telling people stories, touching your emotions, making you laugh or cry, making you think about certain things. These are my core strengths. And this is what I also enjoy doing. This is what I know how to do. I don't know how to do anything else. So I don't know anything about politics.
What is being said is that जैसे आप जो भी काम करते हैं, you literally get into the skin of it. आपको perfectionist कहा जाता है. Even in the role of a journalist, as far as Satyamev Jayate is concerned, people have applauded in the most political journalists. They have acknowledged the way you have gone about and just treating the stories. The stories are not treated in a glamorous manner. बहुत ही ऐसे भी subjects आपने choose किए which are not glamorous at all in fact. And the way you just grilled Dr. K.K. Talwar, I believe, in the Doctors episodes was something which is phenomenal in fact. So in that context, आप जिस भी काम में आप जाते हैं, आप उसको you really get into it. Maybe you never know in terms of in some role, maybe as far as social awareness is concerned. Can we see Aamir Khan?
Well, I'm already doing that through Satyamev Jayate and even through my films. I'm already doing that. I don't need to get into politics for that. I don't think it's for me, So I can understand that people may be thinking that that's my plan. A lot of times we try to find reasons. Why is this person doing this? It doesn't occur to us that, the reason I'm doing Satyamev Jayate, some people may be feeling, अरे इसके कुछ political plans होंगे. इसीलिए वो आज ये शो कर रहा है, कल जाके इलेक्शन लड़ेगा. So people are more bothered about why I'm doing something as opposed to what I'm doing. Why I'm doing it is I'm very clear why I'm doing it because it makes me happy. Why am I doing Satyamev? Because it gives me peace of mind. It makes me happy. That's why I'm doing Satyamev Jayate. I feel it's a very enriching experience, and you cannot value this in money, Faridoon. The experience that I've had over these 2 years is invaluable. The people I've met, amazing people I've met from small villages, from different parts of the country, where would I have had the opportunity? This for me is very important. I'm doing it because it makes me happy. I'm doing it because it gives me more knowledge. I'm doing it because I'm passionate about it on a personal level. That's why I'm doing it. That's the only reason why I'm doing it. People are not used to these situations. People will get, वो कर रहा है तो या तो उसको बहुत ज़्यादा पैसे मिल रहे हैं या तो or he's got some political ambitions, but none of this is true.
A lot was said about the entire money thing that you're earning per episode, but at the same time, maybe what has not really been spoken about is that you've not been endorsing any products in the last 4 months. None of your advertisements are coming on television. I think maybe no actor would be doing something of that sort, that just stop endorsing any products when you can endorse almost any product for that matter.
Well, strictly speaking, Faridoon, in these 2 years that I have put into Satyamev Jayate, if I look at it only from a financial point of view, then I have lost a lot of money. My chartered accountant is most unhappy with me, let me tell you, because he knows how much I could have earned in these 2 years if I had done a film or if I had continued with my endorsements. I have not renewed some of them, and in some cases I have actually terminated some of them. I've requested my clients that I no longer want to continue. As a result, in these 2 years, what I could have earned is a fairly substantial amount. So financially, this is a losing proposition for me. But I'm not doing it for money. I'm not concerned I'm earning enough. In my life, I've earned enough. I'll continue to earn enough. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing it because, as I said earlier, I just feel happy doing this. I feel like doing this. I've always followed my heart, and that's what I'm continuing to do.